Good morning from Lake Tahoe on the little mini board that could. The affordable Vemax Roadster X4S. The little hub drive motor skateboard that can at least ride on the paths really nicely. Streets, it's a little debatable, especially if they're chip sealed and cracked. Like all mini boards though, with these hub drive motors and urethane wheels, tires, they're all going to be a bit rougher. And especially when you've got a smaller deck. That's why I think the Roadster X4S is about the smallest deck that I will go with on like a small board, because otherwise they just knock you around too much on any chip seal, bad roads, or just cracks in general. But this thing it rolls over pretty well. You know, of course it's not like pneumatic tires or anything, of course, where you don't feel anything like the Lowrance, the Onza, the Aris X1, etc, etc. But you know what? These motors on this hub drive are so smooth that just like cruising around on the paths like this, now I know that Vemax pretty much wants to market this as like a beginner style board, but I really think that its carving ability is even more geared towards, say, a intermediate to expert level rider. You can really lay this thing over. The only thing is that the tires that come with it, I think, lack a little bit of actual grip. Like, they're good for rolling over cracks and stuff. I think as good as the tire can get for just like paths, chip seal. You know, you're gonna feel it, but you have some good soft shoes, and I think that'll rectify that part. But I think just the ability to like really lay this thing over, carve it hard. If you're on a good street, you can really surf this sucker, I feel. And I don't think that the beginners, like what Vemax is trying to market it to, are really going to do that. But then again, the tires are probably more geared towards that beginner side. Whereas you swap that over, you could really probably make this into more of a expert level. My only real complaint today is that I picked a path that is just like soaked in water every 10 feet and just like getting sprayed. I know the board can handle that, but that means I have to clean it, and I gotta clean my shoes too. And that's what really sucks. Yep. Well, made it down here to Homewood, about 8 miles from where I started. Probably a pretty good turnaround point because I am about halfway through the battery pack, and I need to make it up a decent sized hill on the return. So wish me luck, hopefully I make it. And the little hub motor board, so far, doing pretty solid. Smooth, It's taken all of these puddles like a champ. No problem. Everything's filthy. I'm filthy. Of course the board is. And I even got to ride through some snow and ice. No problem. So I'd say my only main complaint so far riding this board, you know, you get on the streets and as long as they're smooth, this thing is plenty powerful, carves super nice, feels relatively stable for like such narrow trucks. The only issue is once the battery gets low on the remote, well, once the remote thinks the board's low battery, it just vibrates incessantly. And I think the last bar, you can go quite a good distance because I have done Donner Summit on this thing all the way. So this ride shouldn't really technically be a problem for the battery pack, but it does cause some stress, and I think it might preemptively give you warnings about low battery. Just so you're aware of how early the remote tells you you're a low battery, I rode with it on one bar, vibrating, saying I was about ready to walk for 3 miles. That's far too early to be warning me, Vmax. Way too early. Don't make me stress out. Yep, definitely have to be careful on these polyurethane style wheels. you hit cracks in the road and then go into cobbles like this. You better be going only 80% of your speed ability. Well, the Vmax did not let me down. Got me all the way back, 14 miles, but I am definitely now pretty throttled on power. I am limited to about 12 miles per hour, which actually isn't really that bad, all things considered. So, yeah, pretty happy with this. Just gotta be careful when you are riding on bad roads because it's a street board and it can kick you off and make your life a living hell. So make sure to wear your pads, protective gear, and know the roads. And with that, I will see you in the next one.